We have had a sunrise, although it's not necessarily beautiful. We're climbing high. We're up to like 1,700 meters right now. We're almost above the tree line. Trying to get to the trek TA. We got like a trek that's probably gonna take us between 20 and 24 hours. And there's gonna be a rappel and a lot of big peaks, high altitude.
Not on that trek.
Not on this trek? Oh, that's the next trek. Okay, no rappel on this trek. But either way, it's gonna be a long one. And what else? Oh, we found water. We were very happy about that. So we refilled everything because we thought we'd have to go about 6 hours without water. That would have been bad. So we're happy. Everybody's feeling tired, but strong. So even though we slept 3 hours, we've been having to take caffeine and everybody's seeing stuff. And we're getting a little wonky on the bikes, so we're kind of going slow. It sucks, but we're doing what we got to do to stay safe. All right, that was the TA. Taking a nice little hike through the valley. It is 9:56. And I think we took a little over an hour to transition. Had some food, hot food, recouped a little bit. We were tired and beat up from that bike ride. Oh, look at this shit, be careful here. And so this trek, we've got it saying it's gonna take us 24 hours, but we're gonna try to walk fast and beat that by a couple hours. Because it's right now putting us right up against the dark zone window, and that's too close for comfort. So we're gonna make up an hour or two. Hopefully get 3 hours of sleep while we're out in the bush tonight. Hopefully the weather holds. Oh, and one more thing. There's not water for like 10 to 14 hours. All the natural source of water through here is all ranch lands. And they basically said anything that you get naturally, like that, will be cow poop and fertilizer. And no amount of treatment or filtration is gonna make it okay. So we are loaded down with water, way more than normal, to try to make sure we can go 14 hours with no supplies. We'll see how it goes.
We're walking here, and I noticed there was an aspen grove here. And a cool thing I learned about aspens are they can grow from the seeds, but their preferred method of growing is sending out another shoot underground. And you can see there's tons of aspens growing here, but really it's one organism. If you DNA tested them, 100% of them would be the exact same DNA. So they can move up and down as a whole organism depending on the threats in the area, like global, the changing climate and stuff like that, or fire, or anything like that. So it's pretty neat. And in fact, some groves in the world they think are the largest living organisms in the world by mass because they get so big.
Can they be like miles apart?
Yeah, it could be miles and miles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. So we are climbing really high. I think it's like 3,000 feet just to get to the first CP on this trek leg. We've been going for a few hours now. It is beautiful. So we're up here in the lookout, the punch, signing the signature book. It's beautiful views all the way around. I'll take you outside, look. This was our view from the tower. Mountains all the way around. It is beautiful. Got to hang out with another team. And now we're on our way. So where are we going, Dave?
We're going over this way, and then we got a bushwhack to 24, where hopefully there's a barbecue put on by the First Nation people, and we're gonna help them out by planting a tree, and we might fall asleep. And then when we wake up, we gotta come all the way back here, get a checkpoint up on one of those little mountains, go back down to the road, carefully, cut across. I'm not sure, the taco stand is somewhere down there. Is where the another checkpoint.
On the highway, right?
Yeah, right off the highway. Maybe you see the little like thing that looks like a parking lot? Maybe it's that.
Taco stand.
Yeah.
And we got
CP.
what? You got 20 more hours to do it.
27.
27 is a taco stand. Yeah, CP27 is taco stand.
We're up here. This is north. It's that way.
Oh, never mind.
The other way. That's why you're the backup navigator.
Well, I didn't pull out my compass.
There you go.
Well, we are paddling there though, so.
That's the river we're
sorry.
paddling? Okay. That doesn't
Nice.
look like it's flowing.
All right, we came down from the tower and it started raining and it got foggy. There's a little bit of a web of trails down here, or roads, I guess. They represent as trails on the map. And we're not exactly sure which one we're on. But we know generally in the right area, right?
We got what we think the elevation we're at, but the storm throws off the altimeter.
Barometric pressure, yeah. So our altimeters are not necessarily accurate right
40
now.
meter contour, so 136 feet between contour lines. So with it being foggy, you can't see the big stuff very well at all. And the little stuff doesn't exist in reality. And then because it's old maps, it's hard to trust.
It's like old maps with new trails put on the maps. Yeah, so it's like a web. There's like a road there and clearing. So either way, we're crossing our fingers and hoping that we stay on our cardinal bearing. We'll eventually find our way out of here. Feeling good. We came to an intersection. We oriented the map. We also had the east wind truck go by us, so we're like, okay, we can't be that far off. And we found out an intersection when we oriented the map, and it looks really right. Had the stream crossing and everything. So we're a little bit off the main track that we wanted, but it's not like a devastating blow. It's just we're gonna get laughed at by the dot watchers for a little bit, but we recovered. We're gonna get the CP in just a minute, and we're back on track. All right. The what?
Wait, let me see the map. Where's that? This one must just look like it's just a trail.
Yeah, single track. That's why nobody took it. Okay, so we took the more prominent road and we missed the single track, but I think the single track is the more efficient route, although it had a lot of switchbacks and stuff. I think that's why a lot of teams took this way around instead of the way that we took. Either way, it worked. We were able to kind of move down the hills, although we stopped and looked at the map a lot. We found the checkpoint. All right, got CP26. Tree above culvert. There's a culvert. There's the CP. There's a tree. Nice. Waiting on the punch monkey. This has been a tough nav course. Hey, buddy. You gonna take us back to the CP? Could use your help, kind of like the movie. Don't let us fall off any cliffs. And tell us where there's hot water and a place to stay. Can you take me there? All right, we're gonna follow you, bro. All right, so here we are. We got all the CPs on this side of the highway, and we got like 2 hours of sleep, so that was really, really good. So now we're trying to, we have to cross the highway at a very specific point. And so what we're doing is trying to find a way. We're not allowed to follow the highway. So we're trying to find a way, can we parallel the highway along the fence or the drainage ditch, not so we don't go way up in the elevation and bushwhack through a bunch of woods and stuff. We can just skirt the highway where we're well away from the highway, safe from the cars. Basically nobody even driving would know that we exist, and make it down to the crossing. So that's what we're doing now. We're at this factory following a fence line, and so far so good. I'll keep you updated. So what the hell did you find, Nick?
So we started to go up and over the mountain from the town aspect, so that way we could contour. And then we noticed that the fence line for the cattle is along here as well, and they actually have a trail that goes along. So we're taking the trail about 50 meters off the road, and then contouring around on this aspect of the mountains as opposed to going.
So if we just follow this fence, we might see the taco sign, and then somehow we jump the fence and we cross where we're supposed to cross.
The backstop's the irrigation fence.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the irrigation.
So we parallel to that.
Yep.
And then if we get clipped out, we come backtrack up and over.
Yeah.
And down. But either way, we're cutting the distance in half.
Yep.
And we're cutting the elevation gain in like a third.
And we might get lucky and this stays flat the whole way.
We'll see.
Who knows?
Yeah. following the cattle fence on the grade here. So this is actually another. Yeah, the highway is
down below.
Way down there, yeah.
about 150 meters, 200 meters that way, but we're going a different angle on the farming road here.
This is like the road to service the fence, isn't it?
Yeah, this is exactly it. So like
Nice.
a different road.
Nice.
And we hope it keeps going.
We do hope it keeps going. At some point it might stop and then we have to bushwhack. The fear is we get cliffed out and have to go back around. That'd be bad. So far so good. We had to move up the mountain a little bit and there's a whole bunch of vegetation down there that's super thick. But we're probably about 10 or 15 meters higher than the road. We're still on like a makeshift trail, which might just be a whole bunch of other teams coming through. But anyway, we are climbing up the hill a little bit. And so far so good. My guess is we're at least halfway, if not 3/4 of the way to the crossing.